Welcome back to the Members on Demand YouTube channel. My name is Ryan Moore, and in this quick series, we are going to go through the gym membership sales book. Now, I'm guessing you're in this series because you're interested in having more members, and what you'll find in this book will give you strategies for having more members in the least amount of time possible, and for developing you as the owner of your business into a leader who's an excellent sales trainer so that sales happen while you're not in the building. Now, why is that so important? Well, one of the main reasons why it's so important is because if you can nail this piece and have people coming in through the doors without your time and effort, the next piece to nail is having people converting those prospects into long-term happy members and making sure that they're staying there for a long time. Now, what I find most people go for is more people in through the doors. And interestingly enough, if you don't have that second piece of the pipeline set up well, then a lot of the effort in bringing people in through the doors is wasted. So I prefer to address both at the same time, primarily by putting the emphasis on bringing people in through the doors to outsourcing partners and the emphasis on converting members into long-term happy customers who bring more people in through the doors on you and your team. So this is the part that you can make the biggest difference in, because you can outsource everything else, right? You can outsource lead generation. You can outsource follow-up. My team will do it for you, right? We'll generate new leads with all of the current sources of lead generation. We'll bring people in through the doors by doing the follow-up for you, and all you have to do is close the sales, right? There are plenty of different strategies for having that done without your time and effort, my business aside. And that's not super hard for people to master, right? At least in my perspective. That, bringing people in through the doors, simple. The part about making sure that they convert into long-term happy customers and stay for the long haul, that's a totally different question, because when you're only getting people in through the doors that happen in as they find you on your website or on Google Maps and things like that, these people are the sort of people who are probably going to buy a membership no matter what. People who come in on their own steam, you should be closing at least 80% of those people. However, leads who come in that are driven in through the doors with some sort of offer, they had to be enticed in, they didn't just come in on their own steam. There's a totally different process for converting those people, making sure they get what they came there for, and bring more people in through the doors. And that is exactly what we get into in this book. So if you've tried lead generation and all sorts of things and it hasn't worked very well, it may very well be that the person who you're working with to generate the leads and do the marketing and bring people in, it may very well be that there's tons of opportunity for improvement there. However, the first place that you can improve in the least amount of time possible, just by what you hear today in this series, is your ability and your team's ability to convert the people who are coming in through the doors. And then it makes things like ad spend and lead generation profitable. So what you're going to find in this series is the linchpin to not just bringing people in, but successfully bringing people in through the doors. And there's, quite a bit of content, a few chapters here, and it's written in a way where the material is distilled down so that you can get the most value out of this in the least amount of time possible. So what you'll find in this series is I'm going to go chapter by chapter through the main content of the book. Right, you can see these main chapters right here, and this way you'll be able to listen into the content without even needing to get the book or make time to sit there and read it. And beyond sharing with you the main points and sort of the Cliff Notes version, the Reader's Digest version of what's in the gym membership sales book, I'll point out some things to you along the way that you won't be able to get just by reading the material. So here's the intro to the series. Your first step, by the way, and if you're driving and listening to this like plugged into your stereo, or you're working out or you're on a walk or whatever, don't worry about doing this right now, but make sure that you do this quickly. You are going to want to go to www.membershipsalesbook.com/resources. You can see that right here in the intro. membershipsalesbook.com/resources. You're going to get a free account, and it's going to give you access to various pieces of material that go along with this book. Now, it's not crucial to getting a lot out of the book. However, what you will find is along the way, I'm going to reference material. Like I'm going to say, hey, there's an example price presentation, or here's a resource that you can use to help you and your team practice to get the most out of the stuff that we're talking about. So you don't need it right now. You can just keep on listening. Just suffice to say that there are resources available to you there that you will want as you progress through the material. So if you're at a computer or somewhere where you can do this, go ahead right now to www.membershipsalesbook.com/resources, create your free account and get access to that material right now. And I will see you in the next training video where we're going to get into chapter 1. I'll see you there.